ने बनाया तेनू खल करके चम 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 सितारे चमके टन 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 हेलो 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 गाइस
Tell the yarn. He's in charge.
Who are there?
One wreck after another.
You looking for work? Man needs the boat needs ballast. Sail straight and even.
Working. Don't bother me.
Ah! Oh! Who are there, Witcher? You looking for?
ड्रेस को देखने जाना है उसके हाउस में कहाँ करना है ये वाला मेरा मैप तो नहीं है ठीक है मेन वाला मैप कहाँ है अच्छा ये रहा नोविग्रेड जाना है अपन को ये रेट्रेस
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Obviously, भाई, सीरी को तो ढूंढना पड़ेगा अपनी बेटी ऐसी है हाँ मैं बता दूँ
Rain doesn't bother you.
मैंने अभी कुछ नई चीजें लर्न करी हैं गाइस सबसे फालतू चीज जो होती है एग्जिस्ट करती है वो है तुम्हारा ये हेयर ठीक है शैडो chromatic aberration camera lens effect depth of field bloom ठीक है पता नहीं क्या है
From now on, assume your every move's observed.
Trust you dabble in.
What do you seek, pain giver?
Officer, taking a rest from witch hunting.
Ow! Ah!
Greetings, Your Honor.
I have seen
next time turn on the light
Generous. The downfall of civilization can they all be fixed?
Oh, that's bad luck.
I'm knackered.
How are we to fight a pestilence that...
What the fuck क्या हो रहा है ये यार आवाज तो लग रही है
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you. Like the others of your species. None! I wanted only to live like you! Help me, kind folk! Please!
हुआ क्या?
A doppler!
जिंदा जला दिया भाई, जिंदा जला दिया भाई साहब, बेचारी यार, क्या लोग हैं भाई, लोग ट्रेडिशन के चक्कर में ना,
Sure hope Doo-Doo hasn't met the same fate.
Why the stench is entirely different.
How will you make a living? With no monsters?
Naught but thieves, whores and murderers.
Burn so beautiful. Grand spectacle.
भाई साहब, मतलब यार सही में गुस्सा आ रहा है मेरे को।
Rain. The one thing that's
Censor.
अंधा फॉलो करते हैं। अभी कुछ एक दो दिन पहले न्यूज़ आई थी कि वो
Hey,
मर गए थे उस चक्कर
Sod off. We're looting here.
में। वाह।
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1,
Hear that?
2,
Ooh, look he. Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
भाई फालतू
Me! Leave him to me! Son of a whore!
भाई गलत लाइन गलत गाली गलत
No, don't! No more, please!
Where's the sorceress who lived here?
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Someone's got to know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief, follow him. Beggars and thieves got to pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone called for me. Wonder why. It's Menger.
Temple God!
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber. What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitch's shop. Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad.
क्या बोल गया ये बंदा?
You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
You know can a bat? A moth a mile away.
What's your point?
I ask the questions, Witcher. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
I haven't done anything wrong.
But you will. Sooner or later, your sort always causes trouble. And this city's mine to protect. Mine and the eternal fires. Nothing I can do to you now But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake. It's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
क्या भौंक गया? बस दे तेरी भैंस की धमकी देगा मुझे। ये ना क्या बताऊं?
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
पकड़ो भाई।
Ah!
Master? What are you planning
Stay
with that
away.
sword?
Oh! Don't touch me.
Any needs, Master?
Like dung that flows to the sewers.
Take pity on me, misery good folk, and aid a man crippled by misfortune.
Word is, nothing's free in Novigrad.
Oh, none of them come bursting with questions. Now, where do you folk gain the idea we beggars know everything? I need to see this and I need to find that one who robbed me brother. Fuck if I know.
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee, buy a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it. Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace. Help the poor fellow out.
Putting horns to shame. Alchemists violating
The thinking customer will see right away up the best.
Aid a veteran of the struggle against the Black once.
Where'd you fight?
Angrin early on. In Sedaris last, along the banks of the Pontar. So, help me out?
I'm looking for the Putrid Grove. Need you to help me find it.
Don't know naught about no grove, putrid or other. Don't generally care much for orchardry.
This is urgent.
Leave me be, I don't know. Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta jostle a good position where they toss the leftovers. The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Any needs, Master?
What's the rush? I've been robbed! Move it!
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Barbarian.
Why buy tomorrow what you can buy today?
A whole day wasted. More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Help a poor fellow out.
La 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 la.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? My mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
Here.
And you gold-hearted man. Care to hear me tell a woe?
Some other time. I'm in a hurry.
The bonny birds that prance by here, cheeks like full bellows, begging to be squeezed. Dum-de-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
नहीं बेचारे को यार कपड़े पहनाने पड़ेंगे।
Will we receive any restitution for our investment in Temeria, now lost? Oh, I don't think so. Enough said.
Presence is an affront to the eternal fire.
Power of the eternal fire be with you. What was it happened to Faltist again? Watch where you step.
Deliver us from evil.
Mutant! Youth these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
भाई क्लब्स तो ठीक है एटलीस्ट।
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grave's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Catch.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. They'll be safe in the locker.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
प्लेस बना रखी है अंदर ही अंदर है।
Awful pale. See that one I belong.
Picked him ugly.
How are things?
Good.
यार मेरे को ये समझ नहीं आ रहा है मैं इसकी टेली
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, Well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove, ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
For a man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute, you're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher, I've got plans, big plans, far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we've got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove. But it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city. Because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And my friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
Ha 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 ha. Red hair, bhai, red hair.
What's your arrangement? You using me?
Helping me to survive.
6 months or something.
Just 6 months ago, Triss and I would go parties with someone very dear to her and has been starving me. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend needs his weapons.
Of course, I got 'em. Said I'd have 'em, give 'em back. So I'm giving 'em back. Here's your junk.
Thanks.
You watch out for yourself, miss. Novigrad's not what it used to be. Not a city for you.
I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
अब यार अपन से तेज नहीं भाग रही। मैं तो 1 सेकंड में पहुंच जाऊंगा।
Greetings. Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse a bit. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Well, some causes require a sacrifice.
Causes? What about people?
For people, same holds true.
So, maybe you care to dive in after that sack for me?
You win.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fool didn't break until I began to prick his heel. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
You were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug. There's a draft. Should be an exit. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovic's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands... Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
इसका पैकेज गेम्स की नॉलेज है। ऐसा पड़ा हुआ पता है। वेदर सिस्टम सही है भाई, मजा आता है भाई, लाइक अच्छा है मतलब रहता है।
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts.
Yeah, right.
But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
You're a merchant, familiar with how commerce works?
Of course. Honest pay for honest work.
Half up front, half once the job's done.
You're asking a great deal.
I'm a witcher. Gotta admit, I've met my share of people who say one thing beforehand, another after the fact.
Very well. Your first installment.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Ah!
I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
Yeah, bhai, sahi
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound.
That's also true.
Reconciled?
कई लोगों के साथ है भाई। उनसे तो अच्छा ही है जो ये नहीं सोचते कि सुपरस्टिशन और ये सब है। सुपरस्टिशन।
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that.
Obviously, it will not.
So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Our lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working.
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. Let's agree your friends were never here. Now pay the rest and let's part in peace.
You don't set the terms, mutant.
Stay out of it. We're here for the witch.
We're inseparable, see? Afraid you'll have to take us both.
Geralt!
If you say so.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
भाई तुम पिटेगा पता है।
Get it from both sides!
Bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped like a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri, and I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, De Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt.
Thanks.
You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'd be nice.
All right. See you later.
It's near the fish market, okay. भाई कैरेट वाला वो है भाई ये बड़ा
And it's raining again.
वो आदमी है भाई क्या बोलते हैं
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolph de Jonquier. Of those de Jonquiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
We've come to the right place then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
हाँ अमित। हेलो। हाँ अमित भाई। अरे कौन सा लैपटॉप की बोल रहा था तू? कहाँ है तू?
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim. Truth is, we're all... economically...
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it! Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave...
What the heck? कहाँ गायब हो गया ये?
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
भाई लड़ाई हो
The door. The attic.
भाई लड़कियां क्या बना
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Way to the next room's blocked. बच्चे यहीं रह रहा है भाई वो बच्चे के हंसने की रोने की आवाज आ रही है टेक द डॉल कौन सी डॉल Strange stuff. A doll. Drawing shows it lying in a cradle. Maybe I should find one.
Leave it!
हर कुछ उठा लेता हूँ। नहीं ऐसे कैसे ड्रॉप? अब मैंने क्या ड्रॉप कर दिया गलती से? फक। Crafting items.